Manifesting abundance. It's not working for me. What should I do?
Well, abundance is actually a state of being that allows for the acceptance of all that is possible. It can be seen as the opposite of scarcity, which is a state of being that really limits one's potential. In other words, if you believe that there is scarcity, that's what is.
So the law of attraction, it teaches us to use our thoughts, our emotions, meditate, pray to wherever, all these different things in order to, let's say, manifest what we want in our lives. And speaking of money specifically, what if I wanted to manifest more money? And there's been times where I'm just like, okay, I'm a money magnet. I'm doing all these affirmations. And you know what? Money comes, but it just doesn't always come consistently. And it makes me believe that I'm asking myself, does this even work? So what should I do?
Well, really, this video will help you to understand how you can manifest abundance, let's say abundance in money, and how to apply the law of attraction in your life. So, what you need to know about manifesting abundance, here it goes.
So everyone knows that the law of attraction is a fantastic way to get what you want in your life. Abundance, they even call it, unlimited. And the law states that you can attract into your life what you focus on. If you're focusing on like a lot of negative things, that's what really happens. If you're focused on a lot of positive things, you're mainly up in positive. And it's really important to know that you can manifest what you want. It's just a matter of believing that it's going to come true, or believing that it's already done. I know how to read. I can manifest reading. I know how to read. I believe that.
But it's equally important that you should be absolutely clear what it is that you want and how you will feel when you get it. So, in other words, the heightened emotions are essential in manifesting what you want. Like, for instance, if you said you believed you could read, you could get a book. If you expect that book to come into your life, well, you could read it.
How does manifesting abundance really work? And what are some of the most common problems with it?
Well, in this video, this section of the video, we'll explore how manifesting abundance does work and what are the most important, let's say, the most common problems with it. What goes wrong? Let's say.
Well, manifesting is really about visualizing your goals. And if you can put as much intense emotion as you can in your imagination, then you should be able to attract them into your life. And this is often done through, let's just say, a manifestation board or a dream board, which I personally don't really care for that much, or vision board, some way that you can see this and visualize really what you want.
That's true. A vision board has worked for me because sometimes when you put up pictures of, let's say, of what you want, whether you draw on them yourself, like, in fact, when I had a tennis business, I was thinking of getting a tennis facility, and I would actually draw the courts and the diagram of the facility and put it up on a board so I could see it. It helped me bring it to life. So the goal of a visualization exercise is to create a mental image of what you really want in order to make it more tangible and real. When I drew those things, it became tangible and real.
There's also something else that we like a lot, and it's called guided meditation.
My favorite. The guided meditation is a technique that uses visualization and guided instructions to help individuals relax, uh, relieving stress so they don't focus on the past, and they don't bring all these skeletons from the closet into into their present. It gets rid of all that, and it also helps reduce the anxiety, promotes emotional self-regulation.
So, for me, the problem that I have with manifesting abundance is that, let's just say I'm focusing on the end result. If I want to manifest money, I'm thinking about, all right, I need $500. I need $500. Now, some people say that you keep that money in your mind and you write it down, you put it in your wallet or wherever you do, and that shows up. But, I have challenges with that. And, what should I do about that?
Do you take any actions to help that come about? Uh, to dream, just to dream about it. Does that really work for even the greatest of gurus? Does that really work?
Do you think that I would be focusing on the wrong things? So if I need that $500 and I'm thinking about $500, I'm thinking of that. I'm not thinking about, okay, well, what do I need to do in order to make $500?
That could possibly be. What do you need to do? What are you going to use the $500 for? With that money, it's the do with the money. Can you actually see yourself in the position where, let's say, you're giving $500 to the refugees who are coming out of Ukraine right now? There are many things that can stop you from manifesting abundance or money in your life. You might be focused on what you don't have rather than what you have. And are you applying this intense emotion with it?
There's probably a lot of people that subconsciously believe that they don't deserve it, or they don't believe that they do deserve it. And they're focusing entirely on the wrong thing. They're focusing on that they don't have enough time maybe to do the things that need to be done so they can focus on really what they desire.
A lot of times, if they feel they don't deserve it, they try to use affirmations. They say, I am deserving of $500, for instance. And in my opinion, that really doesn't work, because they're trying to trick the subconscious into believing something that the subconscious is telling them that's not true. That's not true. And even with, let's say, 1,000 repetitions of an affirmation, it does, to me, that doesn't work for me. What has worked for me is spending some time expressing sincere gratitude for what I do have.
We're going to look at some of the reasons that manifestation, let's say, doesn't work because there's a block. Okay. So, and to get around that block, we can think of good things like Stan was just saying about, gratitude, being grateful for the computer, the air we breathe, freedoms that we might have in most countries. Focus on those good things by being that great, have that gratefulness, or gratitudes, we call them, to have gratitude affirmations of what you do have, and take time out every day for yourself and make sure that you appreciate, who you are, and give yourself some love.
Why do we believe manifesting abundance doesn't work for us? And really, how to get it work? This is where we're at. We're going to sum it up.
Manifesting abundance and the law of attraction has been around forever, and you can almost probably associate it with the Buddhas in the Himalayas. But does it really work? That's one of the things that Stan and I are trying to figure out and get across here, because there's a lot of people who are promoting, buy my course, do this and do that, and you will have abundance. And It's unlimited and it is effortless. And I don't think it's effortless. And I don't always think that everything is in abundance. So, Stan, what's coming next?
Well, I think we found, let's say, we've experienced on ourselves ways where we could manifest what we want. It may not be always, it may not always be exactly what you want, but if you are able to see it and bring it about, that you can.
Well, these are reasons why we believe manifesting abundance doesn't really work. And maybe there's a few things we can do to make it work.
I still think if you have clarity, if you have find a technique that works for you, like guided meditation works for me, that if you use it and or just take the time and show gratitude and do all these things, yes, it will work for you.
Let's talk about abundance. Why why is there not abundance? Everyone out there in the law of attraction world says that there's abundance of everything. And is there really an abundance, unlimited? Because I believe, technically or factually, let's just say, there's only so much water in the world. And, the oceans are rising. However, why are there droughts? Why are there lakes that are drying up? If there's abundance of this water, where is it? And how do we get this abundance of water to come back? That's what I'd like to know. So the question is, does manifestation work? If it does, fantastic. How do we get it to work? If it doesn't work, how do we get to change it? So the answers really to these questions is going to be answered with our experience with manifesting abundance. As you can tell from this video, because you're at the end now, we've had some challenges. There's been times where I've manifested and times when I haven't. And a lot of times, Stan and I believe it's because we're not in alignment. We're fighting ourselves. We're up against a wall and we're not using the skills that we have to create our vision. We start with a vision, we have emotions, we're super excited about it, but unless we, use some kind of skills to get into that, we're not going to manifest anything. So that's really kind of the key. It's not the end. There's some other videos that will expand on that. This is George and Stan coming from Manifestation Mojo headquarters in Arizona, United States. We wish you a fantastic day, and we want to go out there and manifest some abundance and be aligned with your dreams.
Manifestation Mojo, to live the life of your dreams.